we're here to talk about the fact that we are auctioning to benefit the Center for Communication Sciences the boots and the dog tags that you wore during the entirety of the run of MASH. And you wrote a beautiful essay that accompanies them. And I have actually spent the last couple of weeks researching the gentlemen whose names are on the dog tags.
I was very touched by that. You're able to track down not only who he was, but facts of his life, his biography. But every day for 11 years, putting them on over my head and wearing them. I started, at some point, I had a very close connection with them. They meant a lot to me. And putting on the boots and lacing up the boots, same thing. It's funny. It's a version of the old saying about being in someone else's shoes.
Right.
But it's almost as though I could share the boots with the person who first wore them. And all day long, they're all scuffed up, probably more scuffed up now than they were when I first started wearing them, but they were scuffed up when I started. And that feel of the leather on my foot, the comfort of being in the shoe, did something. I don't know. It's a mysterious thing, but it makes you feel more at home in the character.
Why are these the only two things that you kept from MASH?
I guess it's the things that meant the most to me. I can't think of anything else I would have kept. There isn't any other object I would have kept, but they were constant for me. Every day we did the show, I'd have some extension of that experience we've been talking about, of connecting with the people who wore these objects. And I didn't know what to do with them because it's not like you put them in a trophy case. They sat in the closet for years. And then I realized that they could come to life again and be used to help the Center for Communicating Science, because probably somebody would be interested in having a memento of the show like that. And I can't think of a better use for them but to contribute to the Center for Communicating Science.
Was it difficult to put them in a box to send them here for the auction?
No, because I knew they were going to a good cause. They were going to do more good than sitting in my closet. They were screaming, "Let me out."
It was very visceral for me to take them out of the box, knowing that you had sent them, and then to see Hawkeye written inside. There was just something incredibly moving about that experience that I don't know if I can exactly describe, except from a lifetime of watching the show. And I imagine for the person who winds up winning these and who contributes to the Center for Communicating Science, it will be a profound moment for them as well.
Well, it'll be a good moment for me. And let me say a little bit about why.
Yeah.
Because the center means so much to me. It's really what my work has largely become lately. I do a podcast called Clear and Vivid, which is there to exercise my own curiosity, but it's also there to help raise money for the Center for Communicating Science. So a lot of what I do is aimed at helping the center. And what the center does to help us is train scientists to communicate about their work better. And the funny thing about that is that when we started, I had proposed the idea. And the basic idea that I proposed was to start training scientists with improvisation exercises to help them have the same experience that I had with the scientists when we were having good conversations that were really improvisations on both our parts. So we would start training scientists at the center with exercises based in improvisation. And then, and only then, would we start to work on formulating a message. And the message would be, they would be trained to change the message to suit whoever they were talking to, whatever group they were talking to. You'd explain your work differently if you were talking to graduate students or K-12 students, the general public, or other scientists. We've trained over 20,000 scientists in, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9 countries. And the feedback we get is just wonderful. It's really, really helping. So I'm very proud of it. And I hope these boots and these dog tags help promote it.
Alan, thank you. The fact that you let me call you Alan is already very...
Oh, come on.
I don't know if I can handle that for much longer.
It was fun talking with you, Robert. Thank you.